Hello my students, welcome back in the class. Today I will start the rest of the part of the chapter 6, that is rock and rock cycle. I left the chapter up to the sedimentary rock formation, and today I will start the classification of the sedimentary rock and then metamorphic rock. Let's start with the sedimentary rock classifications. There are some divisions of the sedimentary rocks. First is the mechanically formed sedimentary rocks. These are formed by the process of the denudation. In that process, these type of sedimentary rocks, which type of sedimentary rocks are formed? These are also called the clastic sedimentary rocks. The clastic sedimentary rock, or the mechanically formed sedimentary rock, or the, we can say, detrailed sedimentary rocks. Here these are some common example of the sedimentary rocks, mechanically formed sedimentary rocks. First is the sandstone. So with the name of the sandstone, we can easily understand that the sand is the main element of that rock. Next one is the conglomerate. In the conglomerate, there are the pebble, gravels. These are different in the big sizes, round shaped elements are there, which are cementified and cementified together and became a rock. That is conglomerate. And shell, that is also called the mudstone. Here the clay and the mud, these are commonly found in this type of sedimentary rocks, and this is the most abundant sedimentary rocks we can find. Next one is the chemically formed sedimentary rocks. These rocks are formed by the two processes, evaporation and the precipitation. Basically, these rocks are formed directly by the inorganic chemical compounds which are precipitated from the saltwater solution or the hard parts of the organisms. The common examples of the chemically formed sedimentary rocks are rock salt that we can get in the RLC. We can see in the RLC, Caspian Sea, Dead Sea, and also in our country in Sambar Lake, Rajasthan. And gypsum, that is another chemically formed sedimentary rock, that is calcium sulfate. We can see this chemically formed sedimentary rock in the Dead Sea. This is in this rock the salinity level is so much high. And another one is the limestone, some of the limestone, which is the calcium carbonate. And one more commonly known example is the dolomite, that is the magnesium and the calcium carbonate together is made. So next one is the organically formed sedimentary rocks. These are formed basically by the organic part, means the body part of the animal and plants, which are called organic debris. Here the pressure and the temperature are the two most important factors to make these organically formed sedimentary rocks. These sedimentary, actually all the debris, means organic debris, are suppressed and preserved between the layers, which are basically called the fossils. So this is how the organically formed sedimentary rocks are formed. And the coal, petroleum, these are the common example of the organically formed sedimentary rocks. You can also divide on the basis of the depositional agent. First is the alluvial sediments that is happening or forming by the river. Second one is the moraines that is forming by the glacier. Next, sand dunes, that is by wind. Here in the sand dunes, the element or the particle size is the quartz size, and the lowest deposit, that is also by the wind, that is very much fine particles, and that is wind-borne fine particles. Lowest, also called the aeolian deposits. So these are the divisions of the mechanically formed sedimentary rocks on the basis of the depositional agent. Last one is the metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks are formed by the process of the metamorphosis, and this word metamorphosis means that change of form. Whatever metamorphic rocks we can see, there we can see the changes of the pre-existing rock or the parent rock, means the igneous rock, or the secondary rock, means the sedimentary rocks, that change. These are changed into the new rock. These are called the metamorphic rocks. These metamorphic rocks are actually formed by the help of the two factors basically. First one is the temperature and the second one is the pressure. Except these two factors, there are one more factor, that is the movement of the earth. In this metamorphic rock, change can be the chemical or the physical, or change can be the both physical and chemical both. So these metamorphic rocks are the very hard rock, because these are in the process of the metamorphosis. What is happening, the whatever original minerals are there get altered and new minerals are formed. We can take as the example, that is limestone, famous marble, granite to gneiss, and the basalt to schist. These are the metamorphic rocks, commonly known metamorphic rocks. Now the division of the metamorphosis, that is the first one is the thermal metamorphosis. Here the temperature is main factor. Temperature is basically changing the existing rocks to the new rock. Next one is the pressure. Here with the help of the high pressure, existing rocks can be changed into the new rock. And next is the contact metamorphosis. In this process, when whatever existing rocks are there, these are come in contact with the lava, high temperature lava. These are baked and turned into the new rock. That is called the contact metamorphosis. Like limestone, just after baking, that turn into the marble, and with the help of some of the earth movement in the certain area, not so much large scale area, in the certain area we can see some changes in the rocks. These are called the regional metamorphosis. So these are our main rocks from start to end, but we read it. First we read it the igneous rock and their divisions, and next we read it the sedimentary rock, their divisions, and lastly we read the metamorphic rock and the type of metamorphosis. So all rocks are very much important for our life, and these we can found in our surrounding areas. Some of the geographic and economic importance are there of the rocks. To growing the crops, the rocks are most important things. We can use the rocks in direct way or the indirect way in the manufacturing industries, and also some of the materials, raw materials we are getting from the rocks, which also we can use in the direct and indirect way in the manufacturing industry. For the making building, there we are using the rocks and some of the material of the rocks. And lastly, that some of the precious metals are there which we are getting from the rocks, like gold, silver, these are. So I hope you can all understand about the rocks all over our world.